Thinking about buying or selling a home in Lancaster, Pennsylvania in 2026? You need to know what's happening in the market right now before you make a move. Hey everyone, I'm Anthony Tejada, your local Lancaster County Realtor. And today I'm breaking down the Lancaster, PA real estate market update for January 2026. What prices are doing, how competitive the market is, and what this means for buyers and sellers heading into the new year. Let's start with where the market stands right now. Home prices in Lancaster continue to hold strong. In Lancaster City, the median sales price is around mid-200s, while the county overall is closer to the low to mid-300 range, depending on location and home type. Prices are still up year over year, but we're seeing more stable growth compared to the aggressive spikes we saw in the previous years. Inventory remains tight, which is still one of the biggest drivers of this market. Most well-priced homes are selling quickly, often in just a few weeks or less. Homes that are updated and priced correctly are moving fast, while overpriced properties are starting to sit longer, which is a shift that buyers should pay attention to. The short answer is yes, but it's more balanced than before. We're still seeing competition in desirable areas like Lancaster City, Lidditz, Manheim, Mount Joy, and Hempfield, especially for starter homes and well-maintained property. However, buyers now have slightly more negotiating power than they did a year or two ago, especially if a home has been sitting on the market. Now, as we move through January into early 2026, here's what I expect. Inventory should slowly increase after the holidays. Prices are likely to remain stable or grow modestly. Spring competition will return. January and February can actually be a great window for buyers to get ahead of the spring rush. If you're a buyer in Lancaster right now, this market can absolutely work in your favor if you're strategic. First, get fully pre-approved, not just pre-qualified. In a competitive market like Lancaster County, sellers want certainty. A strong pre-approval from a reputable local lender can make your offer stand out, sometimes even more than a higher price. Secondly, focus on value, not emotion. Some homes are still receiving multiple offers, but not every home deserves one. If a property has been sitting on the market longer than average, that's usually an opportunity for negotiation on price, repairs, or closing costs. Third, be flexible with terms. You don't always have to win by paying more. Flexible settlement dates, appraisal gap strategies, or limited contingencies, where appropriate, can help you compete without overpaying. Fourth, look beyond the obvious locations. Areas just outside of Lancaster City, like Mount Joy, Manheim, Columbia, and parts of Hempfield. These areas can offer more space, better value, and less competition while still staying close to everything. And finally, work with someone who knows micro markets. Lancaster isn't one market, it's a dozen of neighborhoods, each behaving differently. Strategy in one area might not work for another. Now for sellers, the biggest mistake I'm seeing right now is overpricing based on last year's market. Yes, prices are still strong, but buyers are smarter and more cautious. Homes priced correctly from day one are selling fast. Homes priced too high are sitting, reducing leverage, and often selling for less after price reductions. Secondly, presentation is everything in today's market. Clean, staged, well-lit homes with professional photos are still getting the most attention, even in January. Buyers scroll fast and first impression happen online. Third, timing and strategy matter more than seasonality. While spring is traditionally busy, listing in January or even early February can actually mean less competition and more serious buyers. Be prepared for inspections. Buyers are pushing back more on repair requests, addressing known issues up front, or pricing accordingly. These things can keep deals together and prevent renegotiations later on. And lastly, pricing plus marketing plus negotiation is winning formula. Selling a home today is not about just putting it on the MLS. It's about positioning it correctly from day one. Now, if you're an investor watching this, Lancaster still offers opportunity, but the numbers matter. Cash flow is tighter than it was a few years ago, so deals need to be bought right. Look for properties that have been sitting longer, estate sales, or homes that need cosmetic updates rather than full rehabs. And remember, rents remain stable across Lancaster County, but purchase price discipline is key. This is a market where experience and local data matter more than speculation. Overall, the Lancaster, Pennsylvania real estate market in January 2026 is healthy, competitive, and stable, but it's no longer a one-strategy-fits-all market. So whether you're buying, selling, or investing in Lancaster County in 2026, the key takeaway is this: strategy matters more than ever. If you want a personalized plan based on your goals and your timeline, reach out to me directly. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit notification buttons down below. I'm Anthony Tejada, your local realtor, and I'll see you guys on the next video.